Okay, I've updated the teacher toolkit to be a little more meaningful for you during this time. Still has all your links to your Aspen, Canvas, MLP, Outlook, the website, all that stuff. But I've also included some things here, and I'll be adding to it as we go. But it's just some general tips. So like using Aspen, it'll take you to a page where it talks about how you can do online learning with Aspen or communicate with parents. There's a couple different ways there. So that's really good. Using Canvas, this has a ton of information and it's broken down by beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And so a lot of different ways that you can make content relevant to students right now. And what's awesome is this will also help you as we move into next school year. And then I also included some Google Suite stuff. And again, I broke it down by beginner and intermediate. There was going to be an advanced tab where I would do things like Google Voice, Google Hangouts, and Google Chat. But basically, all of those tools have been made not accessible by your Knox County email. You could always use a personal account. And so if you're curious about how Hangouts or Chats or Google Voice works, I can meet with you or show you how to use those things, but I didn't want to roll that out as an actual tool because it's really not supported by your Knox County School email address account. And so to keep things equitable, I'm focusing on beginner, which is how to use Drive, Form, Stock, Sheets, and Slides. Most of us are comfortable with that. And so you could start getting into the intermediate, which is like advanced Google Sheet manipulation with formatting and formulas, how to do AutoCRAD and some form automation. I've also put on the toolkit the FAQ, and this will be updated as well, but here are some of the common questions we're getting right now. How do you make the assignment? Which most of us should already have that done, seeing as how students only have 2 more days to make their choice. But it has some other pertinent information about what you can do as a teacher. And then lastly, I've kind of just provided the timeline. So you can kind of see this is basically when myself or another administrative staff, when we make a decision to you, when you ask us a question like via email, we always fall back onto this timeline and that original plan that Bob Thomas sent out. And so like teachers have been asking me, can I start providing work for students who have chosen option B? My answer is no, because if you look at the timeline, work is not supposed to be provided and completed until between May 1st and May 18th. And the reason is equitable. And so students who have made their choice now, for example, say they made it on April 24th, and you start providing new materials to them, and another student didn't make that choice until the 29th, now they've had 5 less days to work on that material than the student who made the decision on the 24th. And so in this tough time, the county has established these timelines so that way we can be in compliance and be equitable to all of our students. And so between the 24th and the 29th, students are supposed to be just making their choice. After the 29th, now we can start getting work together and releasing work for students to turn in between May 1st and May 18th. After that, final grades will be due on the 21st. More instructions to come involving final grades. If you have any suggestions for things that would be great to go on the teacher toolkit, let me know. I'm going to add some like other helpful tools. And if you have an idea that you think would be helpful, please let me know and we'll get it up there. Thank you.